Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Talk Raptors. I'm your host Sham, my channel where you get reviews, analysis, predictions, and hot takes on all things Raptors as well as some NBA. So the Raptors made the trade and it's been a few games so you can finally analyze how well they're playing or how beneficial the trade was. So without further ado, let's talk Raptors past 6 games since the trade was made. So in the trade, we got Emmanuel quickly, RJ Barrett, and was that no, and a second round pick. Um, let's start off with how the Raptors are doing since then, record wise. The Raptors are currently on a road trip, and since the trade has been made, they have been 3-3. So we have been a 500 team, which is better than what our actual record is. The Raptors have finally figured out their rotations. It seems like there's less issues in that, even though now with Jakob Poeltl out, the Raptors have suffered some losses because of him not being in the lineup because we went up against the Lakers. They have Anthony Davis and the refs on their side. I'll get into that. And then we went up against, what's his name? The Clippers guy. I forgot what his name was. Zubac. So overall, I think that's what kind of hurt us in those 2 games. Otherwise, the Raptors were pretty much in all of the games since the trade. Offensively, the Raptors look better. It seems like the floor is more spread out. There's more open threes for people. The speed has picked up, especially with Emmanuel quickly in the lineup. RJ Barrett seems to be very good going to the bucket. He can of course work on his shot. We knew that when he was coming here, but if somebody can work magic with Scotty Barnes, RJ just needs to go see that same guy. Because Scotty Barnes is shooting the lights out. He's being aggressive offensively. And so those 3 are fitting really, really well together. They seem to be working off each other. I think Emmanuel and RJ have played with each other for a very long time. Or long enough that they understand each other, so their connection is far more solid, and especially in the fast break. Whereas Scotty's still trying to figure out as to how he fits in with the other 2 guys. There's also Pascal. Pascal kind of took off after the trade was made, but he came back to earth, and I still, sorry. I still believe that Pascal should be traded. I think it's time to go young and move forward. Even with Pascal in the lineup, the Raptors without Pascal in the lineup, the Raptors can still be a very competitive team. I think it's time to build assets before another situation like Fred VanVleet happens to your club. Now Pascal is being a little bit of a bitch by saying that he won't re-sign with the team that he's traded to. That's his right. But if we're sending you to a team that, is decent or the team that you approve, then why would you not re-sign with them, right? But that's up to him. That's his prerogative, and that's a situation Masai has to calculate when he's making, when he's looking at Pascal. Do we want to pay him $35 million or more for the performance that he has been giving us, especially when you have a stud in Scotty Barnes? For the future, you also have Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett that you need to allow to grow, so they need more shots with them. So they need role players around them, not other players that are, too solid. I mean, that required or are, borderline stars, all stars. So offensively, really, really good. It seems like Gary Trent Jr. and Dennis Schroeder are now fitting into the role of the bench, even though you expect more from Gary Trent. He might be on the move as well, given his contract is up. But other than that, the issues are coming on the defensive end. The Raptors have been able to produce offensively, but defensively they have taken a step back. It seems like RJ Barrett is very, very stiff in his defense. He doesn't seem like a defense oriented guy. Emmanuel Quickly is good. He's feisty, but he's he's too short, and his decision making isn't the greatest. Early when he started with the Raptors, he got into foul trouble, and he does get into foul trouble at times. So the Raptors have taken a step back defensively. They haven't been a good defensive team under Darko anyways, but they weren't as this bad. It's the games are going up to like 130, 124. That's a lot of points, right? So that means that neither team is really playing any defense, and you were playing teams that don't really play defense. So if you ended up playing a little bit of defense, you would have probably won those games. For example, Sacramento Kings, Lakers. I think Clippers are the only team that really do play defense. Um, so I think defensively the Raptors need at least a little bit more. Not a 3 and D guy, but I'm not saying that he should be in the starting lineup, or somebody like Finney Smith or somebody else like that that really doesn't need the shot. His primary goal is to play defense. Would really assist the Raptors, especially at the power forward position, and especially if a guy is a little bit taller than Pascal or a little bit more girthier. But otherwise, if I was to look at the overall performance, and chemistry wise, the Raptors are looking good chemistry wise. I think they all are enjoying each other's company. The three young guns are getting along. Emmanuel and RJ were friends in the first place. I think Scotty is starting to become their friend. They probably were friends prior, because these guys go to camps and things of those nature. But now they're figuring each other out. All the other people are supporting the young guns, like Garrett Temple, Tad Young. Those guys, the veteran, they know how to make new guys fit in. And it seems like there's good vibes coming from the team. And I think this is where I will talk about Darko's viral post game where he went after the refs, and I think I get it that Anthony Davis can get those shots because of course he's a big body and he might have been falling, but some of them were really crap. But I love the fact that Darko stood up for his team, and he made sure of this, that it builds chemistry, that people, the team starts to rally behind him and understand him, believe in him as the guy who's going to stand by them. I think that was a strategic move by Darko. He knew he was going to get fined. He knew he wasn't really going to change anything because that's how it's always been for the Raptors. But overall, I think he did it because he realized, okay, this is my opportunity. I'm angry anyways, for my team to rally behind me and for us to get something out of this, right? And that's just going to build the chemistry even further. And I think the Raptors are doing well. The Raptors have found a hidden gem, which was Porter. He's doing very well at the center position. As a backup center, he can shoot the three. He can guard any position. He's good at rebounding. So he's better than what we used to have in Kem Burton, who was our starter. So that's good to see as well. So overall, the Raptors are doing far better than they were when before the trade. The last 6 games have been, at least competitive from the Raptors' point of view. I think the Clippers was a back-to-back, so you can really, wipe that one off. But the other 5 games were really competitive. The Raptors were in them. They've been on the road for a very long time. So all of those things for a young team do contribute to, losses that shouldn't be losses. But I like where the Raptors are heading. I think Messiah should not stop right now. I think there needs to be a little bit more. Messiah should continue with the moves. If Pascal, if he wants to get rid of Pascal, do it. I think that it's time to do it now. Send him to a competitor. Why are you wasting his prime anyways, right? Then there is Gary Trent Jr. I think it's time to, possibly move on from him as well. Maybe get a guy like Jordan Clarkson or a young gun that you can get off the bench. For example, Buddy Hield, Moses Moody, somebody of that nature, right? Who accepts the fact that they're always going to be a bench player in the NBA for their career. Gary wants to be a starter, so it is what it is. I think he had his opportunities. He's done okay, and I like Gary Trent Jr. very much. But you gotta do what's best for your team. So that's what I have for you guys for this video. Hit that like and subscribe button. Don't just watch the video just like that, man. Help out the channel, help it grow. I will continue to do the videos. Again, this season is the one where you can review each game. But overall, I think the Raptors are starting to, on a trajectory that's towards a positive. So that's all I have for you guys, and I will see you guys next time.